Hi everyone, my name's Olivia. Today I will be presenting on gender, work, and the second shift. So I'm going to be looking into how gender norms shape paid and unpaid labor. So, why does this matter? Women are disproportionately more likely to do unpaid domestic labor as well as be in low-paid feminized jobs. So, two concepts we will be learning about today are the concept of the second shift as well as pink collar work. So, let's get into it. The second shift is the work that is done at home after work is done outside of the home. It's like cleaning and cooking right as you get home from work. So, why does the second shift continue to persist as being woman dominated? It's seen as normal for breadwinner or traditional families. In these families, men are more likely to labor outside of the home full time. It's then assumed that women will take on the labor inside of the home. This is socialized and passed down through the family unit as children experience their family dynamic. So, while researching this, I found a study conducted by Lynn Craig for the Feminist Review Journal, and she gathered that when considering women and men's unpaid labor, women are consistently doing more domestic labor than men. And the largest gap within this exists in households with young children. So mothers are expected to put in just an incredible amount of work. All right, so moving on to pink collar jobs and gender segregation in the workplace. Um, so what is pink collar work? How is it perpetuated? Pink collar work is jobs that are typically held by women. This includes care and service work. So think nurses, waitresses, receptionists, those kinds of roles. What keeps women from entering male-dominated roles? Wade and Foray provide three situations that perpetuate this. In socialization, gender stereotypes can off-put people from occupations. So if a man views a role as too feminine, he's going to avoid it, and vice versa. In employer selection, employers slot men into masculine roles and women into feminized roles. This takes the selection away from the individual, puts it onto the employer. Finally, in selective exit, sometimes women will leave extremely masculine work cultures to become involved in women-dominated work. So another thing that perpetuates pink-collar jobs is value given to men's work over women's in an androcentric society. So men receive more pay and recognition over women. Men are also more likely to be in positions of power over than women as well. So there's very little space at the top of the occupational hierarchy for women. Another interesting piece that we can look at when considering pink collar jobs is the intersection of gender and immigrant status. So immigrants and racial minorities are way more likely to be in care and service positions. Nurturant care is care work that is people-facing, and this is mostly dominated by white women. Reproductive care work is everything else, and it's heavily occupied by immigrants. So reproductive care also receives lower pay than nurturant care, making that intersection be the difference between a living wage or not. So let's connect these concepts together and see what kind of picture they paint. So they are both a part of a cycle, especially for mothers. Women have low wages for their labor. Men have high wages for their labor. Women need flexibility so they can mother, and in turn the woman continues to do most of the domestic labor, and men continue to breadwin. Women aren't able to break out of pink-collar jobs because part-time work allows them to be able to provide for their family in a way that they've been socialized to. The second shift also perpetuates because women feel like they need to be organizers and managers of the household. In a study that was done on dual income households, this was the finding of a focus group of mothers. So family dynamics have conditioned this to be women's reality for a long time. So, knowing all of the information that we just learned, I would like you to take a moment to reflect. This could be a reality, this could not be close at all, but close your eyes and imagine you just worked an 8-hour shift at a customer facing job. Multiple people got mad at you today. You head home. When you walk in the door, you immediately see that the floor that you just vacuumed yesterday is a mess. The dishes that you did last night are dirty, and you have to cook dinner. Your kids and dogs are full of energy, and you are drained of it. Your husband will not help you because he doesn't believe it's his role. Okay, you can open your eyes. How do you feel? I think understanding that this is people's real experience makes me want to make an active effort to change gender expectations. So I am going to leave you with 2 questions. One is, what structural changes would need to take place to reduce the second shift being placed on women? And then my second question is, how can we get employers to take chances on hiring women for traditionally male positions? And here is my reference page. I hope that everybody has a great winter break. Thank you.